Hello everyone and welcome back to the third video of this series where I break down the upgrade system that we could see in the newest gameplay trailer of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. If you haven't seen the last two videos where I broke down the Jedi class and the Hero class, go check them out, the link is in the description down below. The class we'll be looking at today is the Scavenger class, all its 4 perks, and what influence upgrading those will have on the characters in that class. So let me get tiny again and let's just start right into the video. Like every time, I will start with naming all the scavengers we can see in the character menu. This will actually be a short one because the only scavenger we can see in the character menu is Chief Chirpa. But we also have some other characters that we can most certainly say that they're going to be in the Scavenger class, which is Rey and Javas. And of course everyone knows scavenging is all Javas do, so we can be certain that they will most definitely also belong to the Scavenger class. When we come to the perks that scavengers have, we will actually be able to do a lot with those characters, so I'm really excited to get right into the perks. The first perk, however, really confuses me. I don't know if there's a lot to speculate on here. It is obviously a color palette with a brush, and the only speculation I have that it's either character customization or vehicle customization. Vehicle customization sounds very appealing. We know that scavengers like to go and scavenge for vehicle parts. So I think it would make a lot of sense for them to be able to customize vehicles. However, if it means it's a character customization, I feel a bit disappointed that only scavengers seem to be able to do that, where I don't see the point. So I really hope that it's not character customization. When we come to the next 3 perks, however, the disappointment fades away. I think all of these 3 perks will have something to do with this, and I will start right into the first one. The first one looks exactly like this little area right here. So I think it will give us the ability to launch nets. And by upgrading this perk, we will either be able to climb a higher distance or shoot more nets, which eventually means that we will be able to climb a higher distance. And I think this one is pretty obvious. It could also mean something else. Like, I don't know if you know Mario Kart, where it's like those speed bumps. But I think if it comes to looking at the other 2 perks, it is a whole. And I think this can only be the net launcher. And we can see that on the 3rd perk, which looks exactly like a breaker blaster, which is also part of this little group that we can see here. As the name already says, it will blast open things, probably walls that we cannot get through any other way. By upgrading that, we might be able to break through thicker walls or through bigger entrances. And I'm actually really curious if it's also going to help us in combat. It would be so fun to just shoot a blaster into a group of stormtroopers. And I know it says break a blaster, but it doesn't say that it can break bones or 1 or 2 necks. And the last perk in the Scavenger class looks mighty like a paper airplane with a plus on top. I don't quite know what the plus means, but I think this perk is referring to the glider we can see right here. I don't think something else makes sense. We can also maybe collect the glider somewhere, but then the whole group doesn't make any sense, and I wouldn't have another explanation for the paper airplane right here. So I'm gonna stick with a glider until I'm proven otherwise. We've actually already seen Rey use that in this clip right here, and I think by upgrading the glider, we will be able to fly further distance and reach places that we couldn't have reached any other way. I think the glider perk is my personal favorite so far. I hope we're gonna be able to use it freely, but until I can see the game, I don't know, so I just have my imagination and I will stick with that. Now, when we take out the first perk and look at the other 3 perks, I think the Scavenger class is going to be the perk we will be using to get to most places that other characters are not going to get to. And when we think about the open world, I think we will be finding ourselves using this class the most just to get to those places. I don't know if I'm a bit biased here, but I'm most excited to be exploring the open world. And if the Scavenger class is the class I have to use to get to all the places that I want to in the open world, then I think I might have to twist my ranking a little bit and put the Scavenger class on place 1, meaning that Hero class is now on 2 and Jedi is now on 3. And I think so far I feel very comfortable with that ranking. Like I said, by breaking down the other character classes, that can always change. The Scavenger class can even slip under the Hero class, just depending on how much I think about it. In the last character class breakdown in this little series, we will see my final ranking. And those were all the 4 perks of the Scavenger class. I hope you enjoyed it. The next character class we will be breaking down is the Scoundrel class. So if you don't want to miss out on that video, subscribe and activate the notification bell and it will notify you when I post that video and many more. That was it from my side. I hope I'll be seeing you in my next video. Until then, bye.